View. So here we can do certain things like change the workbook views. The default is normal, but the page break preview is quite interesting because that allows me to see how it's going to be printed. But I'm going to go back to the normal view. I might decide actually in the show section, I might decide I don't want grid lines. And it's because I want it to be clean, ready for me to print out or export to PDF and send to a client. But I'm gonna put the grid lines back because it just makes grid lines make it easier to see each cell of data. And I could select headings and take those off, etc. So you saw with the headings, if I untick headings, I lose my column headings, and each column is alphabetical. Each row is numerical. The columns run from left to right along the top, and the rows run from top to bottom on the left-hand side. If I unclick headings, you can see those columns and those rows have disappeared. I could zoom, and I might say, actually, I just want to really zoom in and see more of the data, but I'm going to return it back to 100%. On that, at the bottom of Excel, you also have a zoom slider. So I could do the same. I could, with my slider, which is in the middle, I can move it out and then I can move it in. So I'm zooming in, I'm zooming up. A very useful one, we won't cover it now, but a very useful one that we'll return to is freeze panes. Automate we won't be covering in any of these sessions, but what I do want to show you is the help menu. And we're looking at the ribbon, the help ribbon. And the one I want you to pay attention to is something called show training. If I click on show training, that opens up a help panel on the right-hand side. Sometimes takes a little time to load. There we go. And so I have some suggestions with Excel video training. So what is Excel? Well, okay, well, let's start with that. Let's click on that. What happens then is because it's a video, it jumps out of Excel, it goes to your web browser, and it loads the Microsoft page, and then you have a video. And then you can watch the video, and the videos are generally quite short, kind of yeah, just concise, short videos. Very, very good. Generally no longer than 2 minutes. Or what's more likely is you will want to type in what you're searching for. So I might want to hide columns. And if I select hide columns, then I've got a nice information panel showing me how to do that. I might want to do something a bit more intricate. So let's select format or type in format table. And I will explain formatting as tables as we go through. And here we go. So it's given me some results. I'm going to click on Format an Excel Table. And then I have a nice little guide down here with screenshots. And then generally, there is a video. Let's have a look. Not in this case. Let's do create and format tables. Let's see if it's in there. Yeah, there we go. I've got a video here. Wherever you see that play button, if I click on that, that's now going to open up that tab in my browser, and I can watch a short video on creating and formatting tables.